I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.
Good morning. Hey everyone, welcome back to another day in the life. Today we are just going to take you along with us. I'm going to do a Q&A, a dinner recipe, a new skincare routine. Right now Wilder and I are eating some breakfast. This just consists of Wilder putting his breakfast foods on my plate and then me putting it back on his plate. But that is life with a toddler. We're going to go outside for a little bit. I also need to trim down my sunflowers. I like to hang them to dry and show you how I harvest the seeds. Let's just get right into today's video. Hey everyone, I had a chance, so I'm going to stop right now in my day and answer that Q&A. So a little while back, I asked some of you to ask me any questions you had, and I got a lot of questions. They ranged all over the place. So if you want to be part of that, go over to Torso Liz on Instagram. I will link it down below, and that is my personal Instagram, and all you gotta do is ask your questions and then I will answer them, or you could drop them in the comments down below. So I have a few screenshotted on my phone here, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers do this with their partners, and I thought that was really cute. I don't know if I can convince my husband to get on with me, but you never know. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so first question, will you revisit your gorgeous face? I haven't worn makeup in so long. So that's one of my friends, and she is asking if I'll do a makeup tutorial. If you guys are into that, I definitely will try it out. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I do really like high-end makeup, but I can't afford it. So I do a lot of dupes as well. So if you're interested in that, drop a comment down below and I can definitely get into that. I'm going to skip that one and come back to it. So your journey from Pennsylvania to now, like when you left PA. My husband and I left Pennsylvania, a small town in northeast Pennsylvania. We left about 7 years ago. We just kind of picked up and left. We didn't have any jobs lined up or anything. We just wanted to camp and come out to Colorado, so that's what we did. Hi, bud. So we ended up in Boulder, Colorado, and during that time, if you're from Colorado or are aware, there were a lot of floods going on, so we could not live in Boulder. It was totally fine. We ended up living in Arvada. The apartment costs compared to where we were from were extravagant. It was rough. I needed to find a job immediately. I ended up bartending at a local brewery called Rock Bottom, and I met a lot of my friends there. And then from there, I moved to about every single restaurant that the Craftworks company actually owned, and ended up in Boulder about 6 months later. So we lived in downtown Boulder, right on Pearl Street, if you're familiar with the area, for about a year. and then we ended up going to, it's still in downtown Boulder, but more east. We lived there for 2 years, and then we got married in Silverton, which is southwest Colorado. We really love that area and hope to move down there eventually. But yeah, we got married there, and then we had Wilder. Now we are out in northeast. Yeah. So now we are out in northeast. Now we are out. Thank you. We're out in northeast Colorado, and we had Delilah here. So yeah, we bought a house out here and plan to stay in it for a little bit. We want to do some renovations and then eventually move to southwest Colorado. That's our kind of journey from Pennsylvania to here. All right, next question. How is the transition from 1 to 2 kids? I'm getting nervous. Don't be nervous. It really is beautiful. I was nervous though myself. It's a slow transition for sure. You just have to keep in the back of your mind that both of these children, you know, are looking to you for guidance. So with my toddlers generally are looking for some sense of approval. Make sure you involve them in any way you can. Wilder really likes to help. So if I ask him to do a small task like get socks or a diaper or something like that, he loves it. And then praise when they do that task. And that gets them involved, but it also gets them involved kind of from a distance, if that makes sense. So I have a boy and a girl. I have a boy with a lot of energy. We knew that going into the second baby, so that was a little tricky for him to understand that his energy can be a lot sometimes for a new baby, and he has to stay gentle. Some other tips I have is to try and establish some sort of routine during the day, just so your toddler knows and can mentally prepare for what is going to go on in the day. He knows if we go in the car, we're probably going to be sleeping in the car. That's just one of my tricks. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's how my son naps. So, and yeah, just give yourself some grace. The house isn't going to be clean all the time. Another tip I have is to meal prep as much as you can. I have some meal prepping videos I'll link down below that I've done, but meal prep so you can just grab and go. I'm a firm believer in, it's called like power hour cleaning or a power 10 minutes. So give yourself 10 minutes, put your phone down. You could even put a podcast on or some music and just get one area of the house clean. Okay, next question. Where and when did you meet your husband? We met in art school. We met in a critique. If you're an art student, you know those are emotionally brutal. So I was nervous going into it, and he was actually, he's a film photographer, so he was showing off some black and white prints, and they were so beautiful, and I saw him packing up his stuff, and I was showing off I'm a printmaker, so I was showing off some of my larger prints. I was trying to move them in. He asked if I needed help, and I said no. I was very against boys at that time in my life, so I said no, and that was it. I was very unfriendly, and he stayed for the critique and talked to me afterwards. We were in the same program, so I saw a lot of him. House plans. I kind of touched on that. So we bought a house, and there are some things that need to be fixed and kept up with. Not dated by any means. It was built in 2001, I think, but we just want to kind of make it our own and give it our vibe. We're going for a Southwest style vibe, and yeah, that's our house plans. Favorite place to shop for baby clothes? Kate Quinn. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Kate Quinn is my jam. It's an organic company based out of Washington, and she's just awesome and has a great price point. I will link that website down below because they're amazing. They have toddler clothes, and they have clothes all the way up to 10 years old. Next question, can you explain your upload schedule? Yes, I can. I try and upload 2 to 3 times a week, and I try and do one type of food-related video, whether that be a recipe or a what I eat in a day or a breakdown of the food that I make, a meal prep, something like that. I try and do one DIY, so that could be something craft related, something hair related, makeup related, anything really, working with your hands and being creative. And then I also try and do kind of one miscellaneous, so like a day in the life or a Q&A or what have you. I mean, it could be anything, but I do try and upload 2 to 3 times a week. Next question, my Starbucks order. I do a Trenta Black unsweetened iced tea with no water, so it gives it some extra caffeine. That is not sweet and has caffeine. That would be amazing. What is your favorite artistic medium? So I was a printmaker in college, and I really liked surface design, and that was working with fabrics and inks. So I do really like printmaking. I think that would be my favorite. I do photography on the side, if you didn't know. I'm Mountain Momma Photography if you want to check out my portfolio. But I do like film photography as well. Ooh, how old are you? I am 30 years old. All right, and last question, still teaching, question mark. That is a fabulous question. Currently, no, I am not teaching. I took the year off. I have 2 babies at home. They're both immune compromised. After my maternity leave, I planned to go back. I was told that we were going to be virtually teaching, but there was no information regarding how we were going to do that. So I understand that that was probably hard to give out, but it was a time crunch, and I know a lot of parents were wondering, hey, what's this year going to look like? And let me tell you this, teachers didn't know either, and I know it's a hard time, but I am kind of disappointed on how the year turned out. I was planning to teach, and I wanted to teach. I miss the kids. I tell everybody that every day, how much I miss these kids, but if you didn't know, I'm an elementary art teacher, so my plan was to film myself in videos just like these and then post them. Long story short, I was told that I had to teach without distractions, and with a toddler and a newborn, it's just not possible. So it's truly a bummer that I didn't have the opportunity to teach this year, but I am trying to see it as a blessing, and I get to stay home with my 2 beautiful children and watch them grow up. But my heart pours out to those teachers doing everything they can to connect with the students. I miss you all, and I love you, but I'm happy that I'm home this year with the kids.
Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my way to a seat, there be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm.
Hey y'all, we're on our way to our grocery pickup. I have both babies in the car with me. If you have 2 kids or 2 under 2 or even 1, you know that even a grocery pickup is quite the production. Just trying to even get everybody in the car is quite the production. So now I'm sweating. It is 91 in Colorado right now, and it is hot. Super, super hot. But Delilah usually falls asleep, and Wilder sometimes falls asleep. I'm not going to say he does it all the time, but we are heading into town to do a weekly, I'll get it, Wilder, to get our weekly grocery store haul, if you want to even call it that. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, why do you go to the grocery store weekly? I eat a lot of fresh produce, so when I'm not getting it from the farm, so I eat a lot of fresh veggies and things like that, and I usually get it from the farmer's market or farm stand, but well, there is a detour on our road. It looks like we will be going a different way. We are out in the sticks, as they call it, so there are a lot of ways, but they're dirt roads, so if you see any dust, that is why. We're just going to head into town, get some groceries, and then I'm going to take you back with us. We were going to go on a little hike, but to be honest, it's super, super warm, so I'm not even going to subject my kids or myself to that ridiculousness. We are back home from the store and our little trip. It took about 2 hours just because both kids fell asleep and I wanted them to have a longer nap. And now we are cutting down the sunflowers. I'm going to cut a few of them off. I like to tie them together with hemp or whatever you have, and then I let them hang to dry. I'm going to use the seeds so I can plant new ones next year.
Drive the same roads every day. We both get there our own way. Thistle and an apple tree, how different two souls can be. But we both grow from the same sorrow. If we both know we'll be together tomorrow, I can be like a tree in the wind. Same old roots, but I can bend, turning to understand and sway together. Now it's almost like a dance.
We came inside because I remembered I needed to switch my laundry over, and I wanted to show you some of the ways I use essential oils. So I use these dryer balls and I put a few drops of lavender oil on the dryer ball itself, and then I throw them into the dryer if I'm using my dryer. Usually I like to hang up my clothes, but yeah, I just thought I'd add that in there. I do get some questions about essential oils, and that is one way I use mine.
Like the tree in the wind, same old roots, but I can bend, learning to understand and sway.
And we are back outside, but in our front yard. We do spend a lot of our day outside. My son just loves being there. Usually I have my daughter in my wrap or she's in her rocker on the porch, but we like to get our D3. And Wilder's new favorite game is taking all of my pumpkins that I decorated the porch with and throwing them down the slide. If it makes him happy, it makes me happy, so I am okay with it.
Yeah, we fight good, we make love better. If we both know we'll be together forever, we can be like the trees in the wind, same old roots, but we can bend.
So we came inside for dinner and I am just heating up Wilder a quesadilla. I just use a flour tortilla and a little bit of cheese. And then I thought it would be fun to do Halloween cookie cutter cutouts for him. I think he enjoyed it. I probably enjoyed it more than him. I thought it was really cute. But yeah, I used a pumpkin, a ghost, and a bat. And Wilder's new thing is taking his food and keeping it in his cheeks for a while. So if your toddlers do that and you have a way to stop that, that would be wonderful if you dropped a comment down below on what worked for you. And that is just a little appetizer for him. We are going to have some homemade ramen. What I like to do is just buy the 18 cents ramen that you probably ate in college or whenever, and add as much veggies as possible to it. So I'm adding a lot of vegetables, and then I just boil everything in vegetable broth with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce or tamari or liquid aminos or coconut aminos, whatever I have on hand. And then the spices I use are garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and salt. Sometimes I use gochujang, I think I'm saying that properly, and that is like a red pepper paste, I guess you could say. It does have a kick to it though, and I know that my daughter can taste that in her breast milk. That's just personal to us, but yeah, I'm trying not to eat anything spicy. After dinner, Wilder got a bath and I decided to wash my face. This is my skincare routine. It is super simple, but I take off my makeup with coconut oil and a reusable washcloth. And then I use this Pacifica Seafoam Complete Face Wash. And then I use this L'Oreal Revitalift Moisturizer. Alright, and then I was really excited to try this new hard kombucha. It is a bourbon apple flavor, and it was super delicious. So I'm gonna have that by candlelight and edit this video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like it, share it, and make sure you subscribe if you have not hit that red subscribe button. I will see you next time. Stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye.